Hi again, Doug here from X-Frames FPV, and today we've got a final thoughts video for you. Now I apologize right away from the noise in the background. It is extremely windy here today, and actually has been for the last couple of days, and I wanted to get some flight footage. You know, I've got someone that helps me out around here and it makes it easier to do flight footage, but the flight footage wouldn't have been much of anything because was fighting the wind the whole time. But this is the XHover Element 5-inch. Now we did a previous build out video for you. I don't think we really changed anything. The only thing we did do different, if you'll notice, is we went to purple hardware. The XHover had, or this one was my XHover frame, and it had gold hardware, but we put the purple because it matches these amazing V2 motors on it. So let's go over real quick what is on this build. If you didn't see the first one, these are the Hyperlite V2s. These are the 2205 2300 kV motors, and like I've said before, one of my favorite, if not my favorite, 2205s. As far as the ESCs go, these are the Spedix, however you want to pronounce it. ES25s, BOHeli S ESCs, rock solid performer for me. Again, the frame is an Element 5-inch, and the Element, sorry about the bounce, has, these are two pieces, so you get two arms, and they're interchangeable, and they mount, and then this little plate kind of secures them. Really nice carbon fiber quality on this. As far as the camera, standard 600 TVL from Pyrodrone. This is the IR block version. Underneath everything here we have hub OSD, so that's a nice PDB with built-in OSD on it. For flight controllers, we're running my favorite F303, which is actually being discontinued, and I had mentioned that in the previous, some of the comments on the previous video, and I'm thinking they're probably going to replace it with the F4 from Fox here, but I'm not sure. But I'm really going to miss this one because it's just been a really rock solid performer for me. Mounted the receiver on top here because we, see if you can see in there, we ended up mounting the VTX really nice and forward so that we could get a couple of really good secure points to mount the antenna on. And you can see here we've got some zip ties on it. And so yeah, it all came out really well. It flies really good, even in the wind. I mean, like I said, we were getting some crazy gusts. It did a really good job out there. So I think this is going to be a really good performer for the customer. Once it gets a little less windy, I'm going to go out and spend a little more time tuning it. And but you know, I've had with these XHovers, the frames are really durable. And that's, you know, you can tell a little bit by looking at the carbon fiber, although, you know, the carbon fiber that you see generally is not what's sandwiched in between these outer layers. But, you know, if they're spending the money to put nice carbon fiber on the outside, then it's probably decent stuff that's sandwiched in between the two pieces. And also just in my experience with XHover and their carbon fibers, that it's very, very durable. So I think this is going to be a nice flyer for the gentleman. He wants something that's really nice and smooth, wants to be able to get some better footage of some kind of nice video footage. So this will do a good job for him. You know, it's not a Phantom, but we picked some really nice and smooth motors. And so I hope he's excited as I am to get it to him. And I just was glad to build it. So guys, thanks again. I'm going to say it every video. You know, we're at 1,100 subscribers and we keep going up. We're going to be doing some giveaways. I do know I'm going to give away one of the micro FPV drones that I'm reviewing. So kind of stay tuned for that. I did have time today to fly the little QX95. That's the Iching model, and man, that thing was a blast. A lot more to handle inside than the Tiny Whoop is for sure, but it was great. So again, thanks. Hope you have some time to fly. Check out my website at xframesfpv.com.